Drop if you want.
Oh, so
We're live.
what's up, everybody? Here we go. We're live. This is my man Justin Frazier. Justin, I'm going to give you a StreamYard high. Let's see, high five for this way.
You're on this way. There you go.
There you go. Hey, not bad. Nice. Listen, we love multifamily, and we're going to give you all a tour of one of our multifamily properties. Part of this has to do that I just love seeing housing. I love talking about housing. I love residential housing. I'm looking at where people live and creating better, awesome spaces for people through the mantra of our company, which is transforming lives through real estate. So I love showing off the cool stuff that we're doing, number one, because my hope is that it inspires somebody. By the way, if you guys are watching right now, watching me live on Facebook or watching us live on our YouTube channel, which we're going live right now, thanks for the awesomeness of StreamYard. Give us a hello. Chat. Say hi. I want to hear from all you guys. Or give us a thumbs up. Now, we want to show you, Justin and I are going to show you guys some cool stuff that we're doing. And Justin will tell you all about the property that we're at here. But another reason we're doing this is because we've got another offering out, and we want to make sure that you guys get a chance to join us on this offering, because it's really cool to look at housing, but how cool it is also to invest in housing. And we've got an awesome project in the pipeline in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, which is similar to this property in size. It's a little bit bigger than this one, but it's similar enough in size that it's worth comparison. And if you're an accredited investor, which if you want to know more about what an accredited investor is, you can just Google it. And I can even try and drop a definition in here on what an accredited investor is. But if you are an accredited investor, you can invest in this deal that we have in North Carolina that's producing phenomenal returns. And it's about the deal is dedicated to creating a really awesome housing environment for people that they can be proud of and be excited about. So we really want you guys to join us. Justin, before we go further, tell us a bit about, we've got our man in the field, James, who's awesome.
Yep.
Tell us about where he is and what he's going to show us today.
So James is at the Preakness Apartments. That's DeRosa Capital 10, our most recent acquisition. And we have been putting a massive amount of money into this project. We've been investing in community areas. We've been investing in units. We've ripped out an old pool and built a soccer field in its place, brand new playgrounds, which we're going to see. And my goal is to convince James to slide down the slide today. So we're going to see if we can do that.
We'll do it.
Yeah. I think I'll get
it. We'll have to offer him a green hard cash to do it.
I think I'll do it. So we have playgrounds, we have community center, a new grilling area. So I want to see all of this. I've seen some in progress, but James is our man on the ground, our boots on the ground here. And so every 2 weeks, James walks these properties for us and shares with me and our construction manager, Dave, all the progress that's happening. So I'm excited to see Preakness. I know you are. With COVID, we have not been able to get down there as often as we would have pre-COVID. So we are using some tech that we have so that James can walk us through, show us what he has going on just using his phone. But this is great because this property, we're investing in units and we're investing in community spaces, which is very similar to what we're going to be doing on DeRosa Capital 11. So we're really taking a very similar model, moving it to another market that we know, North Carolina, investing in community features, places for tenants to hang out, places for tenants to call themselves home, and while also making their units a whole heck of a lot better. So I'm excited to see Preakness. I'm excited to show it off. I don't think we've shown the YouTube channel Preakness in a long time.
Not in a long time.
Right.
We've shot some YouTube videos out there before, but not in a while. Like when we purchased it, which is almost exactly, by the way, Justin, a year ago. So it's crazy to see what a year has done in transformations. By the way, guys, Justin, I can't comment or I can't leave comments on this because I think you're in charge of the stream, which is fine.
I'm in charge.
So I just went and posted the definition of accredited for those of y'all that are watching on Facebook. That's now there in the comment section of what a definition of accredited investor is. But perhaps, Justin, while James is talking, you can put in a link so folks can learn where to join us at DeRosa Capital 11.
I can do that.
And you can put in the Zoom webinar, because just so you know, today is Monday, August the 3rd, and we are doing an awesome webinar tomorrow night. For those that are accredited, you guys are more than welcome to join us on tomorrow night's webinar, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to learn more about the DeRosa Capital 11 offering. So be sure to be there, be square. We're also doing another live session tomorrow at noon Eastern touring another asset in North Carolina that you guys might want to check out too. That's going to be noon tomorrow with our man Alex Felice.
Always a good time hanging out with Alex for sure.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good. We'll have some fun with that.
Right there is the link to our Zoom webinar. So go ahead and click that and join us tomorrow night. If you are an accredited investor, we'd love to have you.
Cool.
All right. So let's bring James in, huh? Should we see what's going on?
I think we should see what's going on. Let's bring in the James Wilcox.
What's up, James Wilcox? How are you, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
James is, for anyone who doesn't know, I mentioned already, our boots on the ground. James walks our properties every week. So we have 2 big properties out there. So week 1, he's at one. Week 2, he's at the other. And so we love having James on the team because he calls out all the baloney that he finds, and he sends me a nice report with all the information, trash or, things, lights that are out or leaks or water moving where it's not supposed to be. James is an investor in Lexington, Kentucky, and we're so happy that we know James, and James is obviously a big contributor to our organization, and so we're happy to have you here. And when I texted James this morning and said, hey, we want to see Preakness, what's going on? James, of course, said, no problem, let's go. And so as always, we appreciate that, James. How is it today? You sweating for us again?
Yeah, it's a little warm. It's not as hot as last time, but I think I'm already breaking sweat, though.
We appreciate you sweating for us. So can you show us a little bit about where you are and what's going on?
Yeah, I'll try to make it pretty quick. I'm running a little low on battery. So I'm here by the leasing office. This is a DC 10 for all of you investors out there. And I'm right here closest to the office, and I'm kind of in your new grilling area, playground area, and soccer field back in here that are still waiting on goals, but ground's been leveled, keeping it watered and things like that. So
that looks really cool. It's exciting to see. Can you keep the camera on the grilling area there? Let's walk around those grills a little bit, man. I know those just finished up this week or last week. It's pretty awesome.
I love those. Those are so cool looking.
Man, it looks good, right?
Yeah. And you know what I like about those grills is that, a lot of complexes, you see like public parks and stuff like that, they have the grills that are where it's like the charcoal stations and stuff like that. These are for real, natural gas charcoal grills, not charcoal, I'm sorry, natural gas grills that folks can grill on. And that's like a nice grill. That's a grill you want at your house. The charcoal grills are nice for old school people like you, Justin, that are big hardcore smoker guys and stuff like that. I'm sure charcoal is something one of
the way to go.
Your favorite compounds to use. But from a convenience standpoint, those grills right there are super convenient. And I hope that the natural gas times out after time. That there's a shut-off timer in there. But how cool is that? If we want to build almost the exact same thing in Winston-Salem, think about like the community, COVID or not, because these are, spaced out tables there and everything like that. But think about the community that could hang out there to use those grills, to use the playground and everything like that. And this is soccer field right there. I mean, this is going to be the spot, as this opens. I'm assuming this is open now. Yeah, but cool. So there's our soccer field. I guess we don't have soccer field nets yet, do we?
Not yet. Coming soon.
Okay,
so,
good.
Actually, they're actually waiting for the sod to take. So the sod was put down, I guess, about 3 weeks ago now. You can see there's some brown spots. Yeah, I know. It does need to be watered. I think some of that is actually unhealthy, maybe just some issues in the sod. So we actually, right around there, what they did was they put the sod down, and then they finished out the grill area. So there was a lot of foot traffic sort of beating down that grass. See right there? Mm-hmm. So they're actually coming in, should be this week, and replacing some of that sod with new. They didn't want to put the soccer field, the goals in until that sod really took, so that we didn't rip up all the sod and make a big mud pit.
I understand. I understand. That's important.
But yeah, we're going to do something very similar at Diamond Ridge, Doors of Capital 11. It's going to be, it's an investment in the community, into something that the tenants are going to love. Mm-hmm. But it looks awesome too. James, can you walk over by that playground a little bit?
Absolutely.
I'm going to move. I saw you were hanging out in that shady spot. So
Justin's got a dare for you, James.
I don't know if I'm going to have time for the slide.
Come on, man. Just do it now. Do it with the camera. With the camera. Come on. Get up there and do it.
He's worried about his battery dying, I think.
If you guys are watching on Facebook right now and you guys want to see our man James Wilcox, go down this slide right now. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, give this video, give it a thumbs up. If he's gonna do it. Okay.
Of course he's gonna do it.
Of course he's gonna do it. There you go, all the way up. There it is, down the
I knew it.
There you go.
This lady is like, what is he doing?
Right, dirty look. Right, you just got the stink eye right there.
Oh, well, hey, that looks fun, man. Matt, good pick on your Magic Frozen Castle.
I know. Thank you. I'm proud of myself also, because that's a big. You know what it is? That's the biggest playground. James, can you give it a 360 walk around? That's the biggest playground that they had at the site that we bought it from, because this is a big piece of land and it's also a 200-unit apartment complex. I wanted there to be a lot of space for the kids to play. In that, to be honest. I mean, so look, he's got multiple slides coming down. My 6-year-old son would be proud of me that I picked up, but I picked a really awesome playground here, you know? Yeah, look at that.
Hey, what's going on there on the end there, James? We have a piece that's falling apart there. That little bridge there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little piece that's kind of broken.
All right. I'm sure that'll be in your report.
It's space. Yeah, it's should be an easy fix. You can just see that it just got detached off of there. Is all.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, I mean, isn't that one of the things that you're all planning on doing as well? To DC-11, right? Is working on some of the common area playground spaces.
Absolutely. DC-11 has a lot of big open area. It's quite a bit of acreage, and what I like about it is we can put in a lot of drop in a lot of different playgrounds and multiple things. I mean, DC-11's a bigger site, and there is an existing pool which we're going to bring back to life, and have the pool open for use and have a lot of different resources open for people to use at DC-11. Because what makes people want to stay in a community for long is community assets like that. You know, pools and playgrounds and grilling areas and all that. And where's where people can build a community and meet their neighbors and look out for each other and watch, hang out with each other's kids and stuff like that in environments like that. That's what we want to create, not just because it gives people a better living environment and it meets the mantra of our country, of our company, to transforming lives through real estate, but because it makes the property more sticky. It makes people want to stay there. They're going to renew their lease. They're going to stay in the complex for longer, and it creates more economic stability for us while it creates a home, not a place that they live, for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And tenants stay longer and they feel, like you said, part of the community. That's what we want. And so we're so excited to finally launch this and have this go out, Preakness. We got, I think it was like 2 weeks after the playground got installed, they had to shut them down due to COVID. So our tenants got all excited, and then they got wrapped up in like orange caution tape. So it was really, really unfortunate.
Yeah. It was literally, as they were building it, they were wrapping it in orange caution tape. But what's great about this, those of the guys that are watching, Kentucky is back open now. So kids can play on that playground. They can use those grilling areas. Folks can use that in Kentucky. Not saying that other states are bad or whatever, but it's good that resource can get used. Now, James, are you going to head up and show it? Do you have time to show us an apartment now? Talking to myself.
I think he does. I think he's heading over there.
Oh, okay, good.
Could be a data connection issue.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we'll get him in. Well, this is good, man. I'm really happy that was the exact vision I had. I just can't wait to see when there's a big weekend party out there, and all the folks are out there using the barbecues and having a little soccer game, and the kids are climbing all around that playground and everything like that. I mean, I'm just super pumped to create that.
James, can you head over to that unit that you were going to show us? And we got a question on Facebook from Ronnie Elias. Is this New Jersey or North Carolina?
My man.
This property is in that we're showing you, and James lost his data connection. He'll be right back. Is in Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, and our new project is in North Carolina. Oh,
Yeah.
Matt, you know what? Your comment, that might be the question, because your comment there says Winston-Salem, New Jersey, NJ, not NC. So maybe that's where he got confused there about
I can fix that.
where our newest one is.
I actually went direct into Facebook on that one, so I can fix that.
Perfect. North Carolina is our new project for sure.
Yeah. He's like, what? Salem, New Jersey? I never heard of it. Yeah.
Let's see.
Change
Hey, James, welcome back.
C.
There he is. Maybe
There
not.
we go.
The tech is great, and then we remember that we're live streaming from a phone and here. Hey, James, can you get us into that?
Adrian? I met Adrian Bonilla's here.
Adrian's always here. He's always down for it. James is gonna.
Sorry about that. I kind of dropped you for a second.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's see what we got. Show us.
Let's wait for you across the street, James.
Yeah.
Hey, James, show me the little overhang above that door there, real quick.
Yeah. See that?
Yeah, so that's actually going to be a new project for us. We actually I have to send it to you, James. We just approved a new logo for Preakness and a new color scheme. Very similar color scheme, but we're going to replace all those awnings over the doors and really make it look great. And new signage on each building too.
I like that.
Yeah, that's going to be all color coordinated and look really good.
I can't wait to show off those logos. We'll do another live stream to show those off. But I mean, what your guide come up with was really impressive. I love the way these common areas came out too. The new flooring and the paint and everything like that. I mean, those are really, really nice looking. Always lovely to see tenants using your common area as storage here, but
well, if they're working in the unit,
that's a true. Yeah, I get it. They're turning that unit. Is that an HVAC unit sitting in the hallway? Right.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I hope the tenants aren't working on that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Sounds like I'm fixing my own heat.
Why not?
Right.
But we got a little bit of water damage and stuff here that they were telling me about at the office, so you can see real world type stuff. Trying to get that cleaned up and fixed. But they're in here. And
let's go surprise.
Right in here and see a surprise visit. So this is kind of like a unit, like in progress.
Yeah,
man, they're working. Are they turning this into a three bedroom?
I don't think so, but we have been having really good success turning our 2 bedrooms into 3 bedrooms here, and there's only a certain layout type that works for.
I know.
Not all the units get that, but yeah, absolutely. Everywhere we can, we're turning the 2s into 3s.
Yeah,
value add.
Oh, absolutely value add, right? Because take that extra space, turn it into a 3 bedroom, and we're able to charge another $150 in rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are doing good work for us.
We had a new LED fixture hanging there. I thought that was good to see.
Sir.
Yeah.
Save on some energy costs.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting, just for those that are watching, at this site, we pay for the electric and gas. We pay. These units are leased with all the utilities included. So it's important to do whatever we can to attack utility bills at the property, including low flow toilets and LED fixtures and things like that. James, can you hop in that kitchen?
Yeah.
Looks like they're painting the boxes there, right, Justin?
Yeah. So what they're doing here, that looks like a new door though on the bottom left.
Yeah.
So where they have to, they're putting in new doors, but then you see the flat, right? They're just painting those doors, and they're painting the boxes. But almost all of the cabinets are black. Yeah, you can see that there. So it takes quite a few coats to go from that black to the white. I believe at least 3. But man, do they look great when they're done. So we're leaving the doors. We're only replacing what we have to replace. And then we put that, you see that brushed nickel hardware that just makes the handles look really great. So that's a real quick, easy value add that we do. It's a few cents per piece, but it really makes a big difference.
Yeah,
I think this one might be a new box altogether.
I think it is.
Side one.
I think it is.
All of it.
So we're.
There's the old one.
That's the old one. Okay. Looks like they started to paint it and maybe it was, rotting away.
It's falling apart. Yeah.
Yeah. So we only replace what we absolutely have to replace. Obviously, if it can't be replaced reasonably, or if it can't be fixed reasonably, then we'll replace it. But for the most part, keep the boxes and we just put new doors on and we paint it all. That looks great.
Let's go take a look at the bathroom. Hey.
Hello. Lots of work happening in there.
This was a gut, huh?
Yeah.
For those of you guys watching, we don't gut every unit like this. We have a certain renovation standard we want the units to meet, but in turning apartments, they're not always at this level. They're not always this condition. Sometimes they're just a little touch up. So.
Yeah, he's really working on that tub, isn't he? Wow.
Like, what are you doing here, James? Yeah. Great.
But yeah, trying to fix some of these like little nicks and things too. And
yeah, that's interesting. We run a bigger pockets feed, and people were asking me about how refinishing tubs, or how do you refinish a tub? That'd be a great live session to watch a guy to refinish a bathtub. That's a cast iron tub, and it is a arm and a leg, literally, to rip that out and replace it. You're way better to grind the paint off of it, which is what's been done there. They've ground that out, and now they're recoating that tub. Which is going to be a way better look, way more affordable, a couple $100 versus a couple $1,000. And when it comes down to ripping that out, redoing the whole thing, we're going to resurface that tub and we're going to put a tub liner in. And it'll be a way better look.
It's going to look great.
More affordable than just replacing the whole thing.
Absolutely. And we have been keeping the vanities, but I guess if they're in bad shape, I guess they removed that one out. So it probably is falling apart. We're at the point of our renovation here at Preakness where a lot of the units, if there's a unit left, then it probably needs a good bit of work. We've taken care of most of our work already. And so, the ones that need help, they need a little bit more of a renovation than the ones that we started with. But that's great. It looks like they're making good progress, and these crews, they work fast. They'll probably be done with this unit midweek next week. What are we at, Monday? Yeah, they'll be done by midweek next week.
And the leasing office may already have this one committed. We'll probably
I bet you they'll be attended in there by next Friday. That's my guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
They were able to move pretty quick here.
Yeah, no, we've been lucky. We've got great marketing there. We've got a great team. The Preakness site's always enjoyed an occupancy above 90% since we've owned it, and that's a testament to having a business plan that allows us to turn units quickly and lease them out fast. Having a solid community that was there already, which we have in Winston-Salem too. Of folks that are, it's a high occupancy of folks that already want that just want to stay. And
I love that. The nice thing about our new deal, in Winston-Salem, is that we're taking the business plan from this property, Preakness, and we're really doing a lot of the same things. Investing in the community area, turning units as we go. We're not trying to come in and have a mass exodus of tenants. We just want to turn and turn and turn, keeping that occupancy high. And we turn those units on vacancy, on the evictions, on the tenants that are not paying. We'll get them out. But we're not planning on dropping occupancy in some significant amount. We're planning to keep cash flow going and keep this property performing, all while we make those renovations over the next 3 years. Really.
Yeah. No, this is coming great. James, you can head outside. Just kind of give us a little walk around the exterior, but the interior of the unit looks great. Thanks for the update there.
We want to make James comfortable. We can send him up to the red brick buildings, and we can see our big investment going on up there.
Oh, the stairs.
Yeah.
Run! Run!
Man.
Just how do we can take him off. He can get over there without having to watch.
Yeah. All right, I'll drop you real quick, James. I'll bring you back in a second.
No. But that's again, this is yet another testament to we also got to do things for safety. There's things you have to do that are deferred maintenance on these properties, especially when they're owned by people that we're just starting to get tired. The Preakness site was owned by a guy who was starting to really get tired after time and had let certain things go. So what James is going to show you guys is an enormous stairwell stair system that was metal, and a lot of it was rotted out. And the township was starting to push back on us about having it replaced. And so we agreed to inherit that damage in exchange for some, for a credit from the seller. As win-win. They didn't have to deal with it. We decided to deal with it, and off we go. So we were able to, soon after closing, begin the process of pulling permits and getting contractors in. It took a while. We finally got the work approved and got it started. And James will show us what it's going to look like. But not I guess what I want to bottom line is, like, when you're investing in rentals like this, not every dollar that goes into your property is going to be value add. You can't say, okay, for every dollar I put in, I want to get an exact return. Like, renovating those apartments, those are going to be at a higher standard. So that's going to get you more money. But replacing a stair system or replacing roofs or replacing windows or whatever, those things aren't direct shots to your pocket. In that, it's just sometimes it's just deferred maintenance, which is what he's going to talk to us about today.
Yeah, absolutely. And James is coming up. So we have 2 buildings with staircases. I see him coming up here. This one is in progress. These guys, let's see, James, you're back here. I'm going to bring you large. Yeah. So all the tenants.
There we go. Look at that.
Yes. Let's pan up there, James. Let's see. Wow. So you see, we have 3 stories of units here. Of course, all the tenants are out of this building.
Right.
There's no back door here, so they're out. But we're going to be. We had to rip off the staircases and the walkways, and we're going to be rebuilding, and resecuring all the way across the building. Wow, it's a big project.
Yeah.
And you have several big projects planned for DC 11 as well that are.
Well, absolutely.
Big, right?
Sometimes you have to come in and, like Matt said, you have to put the money in. That putting new stairs on this building is not going to mean I can charge an extra few dollars for those units. It's just a standard that we have to invest in. And so, James, let's go see the. Oh yeah, that looks like they're getting that platform in up there. Is that the new platform up there or the old platform?
I mean, all of them are off.
That's the roof.
He's just
that's the ceiling.
marking.
I didn't realize that. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So before, and then we can do an after.
Yeah, let's go see the after. To put a point on this is, this is costing us over $100,000 to invest in this property, and we're not, it's not a exchange for dollars in rent, but we it's something that had to be done.
Oh,
wow,
look at that. That looks great.
I have some video of us walking up and down those stairs, the initial old wooden metal stairs, and you just felt like you were going to fall off.
You could see them creaking. Yeah.
How good do those look?
Nice and solid. Yeah. That looks nice and solid, guys.
James, bring us up on one of those landings.
Yep. So I actually did a walkthrough of these last week, and I walked them all as well. And they're much more secure than what they were before, to say the least.
Absolutely. Yeah, it looks like it's done well.
Great work. And as Justin said, I mean, like, there is a indirect return on this through showing tenants that you care, showing tenants that you're concerned about their safety, and showing tenants you don't want them walking up and down rickety steps. But mostly it's just a business security, in that we're going to hold these properties for the foreseeable future. We want nice, secure entrance and exits. We don't want liability of a tenant actually having a problem on those metal steps that used to be there. And at the end of the day, we want a property that we know is going to be nice and safe for people for the foreseeable future. So that's why I think it's right to spend, like you said, a little over $100,000 to replace a bunch of steps. I mean, geez, that's a big investment, but it's just the right thing to do.
Absolutely. And they're going to last. They're built right, and they're going to last us for a long time.
Yeah, that's all nice pressure treated wood. So that can, these steps will be nice and it will last a long period of time. Are we going to paint these? Or are we going to stain them? Or are we just going to let them nap in season?
So they have to, I believe they have to sit out for a little while in sort of season, but then we can look into staining, or, we still have to figure that out actually.
Yeah. Well, be good decisions to make because those look nice and solid. So
yeah, absolutely. Looks great. So, hey, James, thank you. I want to thank you for giving us this tour around and showing the people watching what we have going on. And if you guys are watching, thank you for watching. And if you missed the announcements at the top, we are, James, I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. Thanks so much, man. We have a webinar tomorrow night. We put it here in the links in the comments, but if you missed it, join us for our webinar where we're talking about Diamond Ridge, which we're taking the business plan, very similar elements from the business plan for Preakness, which we just showed you. And we're going to go do it again at Diamond Ridge in North Carolina. And it's going to be a really fun project. And
tomorrow night, we've gotten a ton of interest. We do have some room left for accredited investors that want to join us. But that is tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Go ahead and register for that webinar right there, guys, and we'll help you through the whole process. But we believe it's done well for us, and it's done well for many, many of the hundreds of people that have invested with us, that real estate is a great way to diversify your wealth building strategies. And it's also a great way in investing with us. It's a great way to put money to work in a beneficial situation where it's really going to help people live a better life and have better housing situations and, call places home and have more stable living environments. Cause that is a great way to benefit people, yet make a great return on your money too. In that. So we hope you guys decide to join us. Justin had already put the link out there. It's in the comments on Facebook, in the comments on YouTube. Just go ahead and take a moment right now and register for tomorrow night's webinar. I hope you guys can make it. And we will see you there. And boom, tomorrow, same time, same place, right here, Facebook and YouTube. We're going to be touring, not same time, noon Eastern tomorrow. We're going to be touring another complex in North Carolina, 198 unit that we have, and showing you guys other value add strategies that we've done there, and getting into a few apartments as well. So looking forward to seeing you guys then and on the webinar tomorrow night.
All right. Thanks, everyone. See you later.
See you then, guys.